how was that for an intro? Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're going to try and ceramic coat my 10th Gen SI. And if I sound a little winded right now, it's because I was doing that, and also pollen and allergies are killing me, so if my face looks red, that's the reason why. So as you guys can see, I have the 10th Gen pulled in, and the reason why is because I want to show you guys just how dirty the paint is and also just how messed up it is. And with all these lights everywhere, I think it would be the best way of just showing you guys exactly the damage on the wrap so far. Clearly the car has accumulated a lot of dirt everywhere. Not only that, but especially now on the satin black wing, you guys can see the dirt all on top of that. We also have dirt on the tail light and just dirt pretty much everywhere. Hopefully the camera picks it up enough. Another thing is, with our wrap, we do have a lot of scratches here at certain angles. Let me show you guys on the other side. But when the sun hits it just right, you guys can see there's a lot of scratches all over the wrap. So my goal is to try to polish some of this stuff out. Now I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, polish, but isn't it wrapped? How do you polish wrap? I've kind of done it before, and luckily I haven't damaged anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it today again before we go ahead and throw on our ceramic coating. So the ceramic product that I'm gonna be using is nothing fancy. Honestly, I just got this off of Amazon. Right now I think it's around $26, and I've been having this sitting around for a while because I wanted to actually do it to my white pearl paint. And now that I don't have it and I have the wrap, I thought to myself, the car needs a wash. It always gets dirty so fast. It sticks to the wrap. It's really annoying to clean all the time. So I figured, I have this, shoot, let's give it a shot. Worst case, it's not gonna ruin anything because it's wrap, and if it did, I could just rewrap it or just take it off altogether. So we're definitely not gonna go ahead and throw that ceramic coating over all this dirt. So I'm gonna pull out the car, give it a nice clean wash, make sure I even clay bar it. I have this little tool that I use that makes it a lot easier to clay bar the whole car. Once that's done, we're gonna pull it in, polish it all the way around, throw on the ceramic coating, and more than likely I'm gonna leave my car here overnight, so we won't see the results until the morning when it's in the sunlight, but it's gonna help it from preventing getting wet, because you're not supposed to get the ceramic coating wet. If at any point you guys are like, oh, he knows what he's doing, honestly, I'm not. This is my first time ever doing a ceramic coating, so it's gonna be a learning process for the both of us. Just finished drying most of it off. I'm gonna pull it in and get the rest of it. But even now it's looking like a whole different shade of Nardo gray. I mean, just look at the roof. Completely different look. And even without doing the ceramic coating, the paint already feels a million times better. Hopefully this will pick, but it's reflecting so much. I mean, look at it, just a whole different shade of color. But I gotta tell you guys, the one thing that made this paint feel so good was this. And it's like a clay bar, it does every panel, and it's super good, super easy to use. The nice thing about it is you don't have to worry about waiting for the car to dry, pulling it inside and clay barring, knocks it out all at once. So the product I'm going to be using to actually polish the car is going to be this. I found it while I was browsing around Walmart. It was a Chemical Guy C4 clear cut. From what I saw in a YouTube video, it'll basically take out the scratches, and almost you can just use this alone, which is actually really nice. So that way I just use this, we can go straight into the ceramic coating. This is the polisher that I'm going to be using. It's one that I bought a while back, D-Wall, but I would suggest as long as you guys have any other dual action polisher, you guys should be fine. So this video will be a 2-for-1. Not only will you see the ceramic coating, but also this product, which I think is fairly new because this is the first time I saw it. Hopefully the camera will pick it up, but I zoomed it in so because this is one of the problematic spots, one of those spots that has a lot of scratches. So we're gonna go ahead and just start dabbing it already, but grab a little bit of this, couple dots. I'll put a decent amount on there. Now I don't really polish a lot. I've only used this here and there to take out a little scratch or two, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Dab it on here. Have it about at a medium setting. It minimized it a little bit. They are pretty deep in the wrap. But I'm gonna try to go at it one more time, maybe raise it up just a little bit. Definitely minimize the scratch look. Now that we have basically our first panel done on this stuff, I'm gonna do the same for this whole thing, and if anything, my main goal is just to be making it all look shiny and as good as close to new as possible. I never expected the wrap to become like brand new or look like just like a paint-like finish entirely, because I really don't know how the material would hold if I started going ahead and polishing it and all that. But it's looking pretty good. It's definitely way cleaner, and I'll do my best to use the ceramic coating. And if we can't get the super gloss finish that most cars do get once you do polish it, at least the biggest benefit I want is to just spend less time cleaning it, because I heard when you have a ceramic coated car, makes it a lot easier to clean. So we'll see. Hopefully I get it done right. I'm trying to open this box right here. This is gonna be the actual ceramic coating itself, if I can get it out. Got our microfiber towel that they provide, our gloves, and these are gonna be used to actually apply the stuff. You're gonna wrap it around the applicator sponge. So I'm gonna put my gloves on and just set up the camera so you guys can see. I'm gonna do one panel at a time. That's what they suggest. And hopefully the biggest thing they say is just watch for the flash time, or exactly the time you have to take off the coating off whatever you're using it on. So let's see how it goes. So according to the instructions, I'm only supposed to use like 4 or 5 drops and start applying it to the panel of the car. So there we go. Has a little cap right there. There we go. Okay, there's our 5. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. Now the biggest thing is waiting for it to flash, so I'm gonna give it a second. One thing I will say is the spot that I was doing it at, Looks a lot shinier. Now that you guys saw how I kind of did that, I left it about 30 seconds and then took it off. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with the rest of the car. So the process of applying ceramic coating isn't hard, but it's very tedious. You just have to kind of sit there and wait till you see it kind of haze over and show a certain color. Wipe it off, and you do that with each and every panel. Finally got it done. What I will say is it does, from what I see, it looks a lot shinier. I'm not exactly sure if that's still curing, if that's gonna go away or just stay as it is. I know it's a little bit harder to see on this color, but I'll show you guys on the spoiler, because I did it too just because, I mean, it's black, so you know it's gonna get a lot dirtier. But I applied it on there, and it almost looks like it gave it a nice sheen look all around. It looks really, really good. But the true test will be tomorrow morning. Plus it's getting super late, so we'll pick it back up in the morning, and that way I can take it out in the sun since I have to let it dry tonight, and we can finally see the final results when that sun hits it. And it's the next morning. So I filled the actual wrap itself. It feels super sleek, super shiny. But it's time for the moment of truth, and I want to see it out in the sunlight. And we'll just see if the results were actually worth it. The reveal in 3, 2, 1. One thing I will say is it looks super shiny. Like I said, the wrap is very contaminated, so I can still see a lot of the spots everywhere. But overall, especially the roof, whew, it's looking so freaking shiny. Everything looks really good unless we get up close, like super close. You can start seeing the defects in the wrap itself, even the rear. Honestly, I think it's well worth it, but to see the final results, stay tuned because I will be doing an update on a later video. But overall, I'd say if you're trying to make your car look as shiny as possible, give it a good wash, a good polish, and a cheap ceramic coating like I did, which, like I said, I only spent like at most 30 bucks for that ceramic coating. Once I finished doing everything, do you guys see how much liquid is still left in there? And like, I did exactly what it said, about 4 to 5 drops for each panel, slowly doing the process. And even then, I think you have enough to do at least 2 or 3 more cars with this stuff. So honestly, I would do it and just take a weekend off and go ahead and knock out your car, make it look as shiny. Like literally the reflection that I can see right now, it looks 10 times better. But like I said, I'll end this video with a little montage of the car. So originally I was gonna end the video like the day after I had done the ceramic coating, but I wanted to do kind of like a week update because it got to that time and I still haven't uploaded the video. It got really dusty because of all the things flying around. There was a lot of wind. And so I decided, like, okay, it's been about a week. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it through the wash and just see if the ceramic coating does a difference. Literally, I took it to one of those, and you know those, it's one of those touch-free ones, so it doesn't like scratch or anything. And usually when I would take it through one of those, there would be dirt spots everywhere. Barely would clean it. I would have to get out my Meguiar's cleaner, start spraying just to get off all the dirt. But today, when I took it through, the whole top was dry. Like literally no water here. And I was like, whoa, that's a first. I mean, the spoiler looks super clean, the rear, and this is me literally taking out of it, not doing anything extra, just grabbing a towel, and literally it was so much easier than it normally was to get all the water out of everywhere. Plus the dirt is gone. So I just wanted to end the video with that. In my opinion, if you guys are thinking about ceramic coating a car, do it. It was my first time, and I think it's worth it because so much more easier to clean the car. And like I said, this is about a week after doing it. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant